Hello, so for today's video it's going to be kind of like an easy wedding guest bridesmaid kind of vibe, so just very pretty, very subtle, still heavy on the makeup but nothing like too heavy that's going to be like really bad in cameras and like videos and stuff like that. So yeah, that is the look we're doing for today. So I'm going to do a voiceover just because it goes so much quicker, and I yap way too much throughout these videos. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, so brows and skincare is already done. So I'm going to prep the eyelids and we're going to use the MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. And we're just taking this on a flat brush and packing this all over the lid. Then we're going into the Dose of Colours Baked Brown palette. I'm going to start off by showing you what this looks like. And then we start off with this shade here. So I'm just dabbing a little bit off onto a towel before we go in because these are quite pigmented. So I'm just moving this backwards and forwards into the crease, doing like these circular motions, going backwards and forwards. Just trying to keep it nice and simple and show you how I do things as well. And then taking a fluffy brush, just going in and blending this out. Same sort of motion, same technique. Then moving up a shade, we're going to this one here on a flatter brush and adding a tiny dabble of that warmth as well, just to give us a bit more depth. And we pat this on the eye, sort of going backwards and forwards, up and down, just to try and create the outer corner depth. And then you can see I do a little bit of buffing, kind of swirl it, just kind of get it to the shape that I need it to be and the colour. Yet again, blending this out. So blending it into the crease, back and forwards and whatnot. Then I'm really going to go into this shade and pack this on the lower lash line. So you kind of want to go in a darker colour as well. So just buffing that ever so slightly close to the lash line so we don't have anything too dark in the outer corner. And then using the fluffy brush again and blending that out. Then I take the Decay Moon Dust palette. So it is cracked, so I try and show you the best I can. And we're going to take this shade here. And then we're going to just pop this over the lid. So taking a more flat, smaller brush, I just pat this on, make the shape that I need with my brush, and then I will go in with my finger. I feel like because I have smaller eyelid space, I just need to have that control better with a brush. And then obviously we go in with the finger. So this is really just going to intensify it. Obviously, if you want something a little bit lighter, just stick with the brush. And then we go in and we just kind of blend it out. So taking the brushes that we used, obviously depending on how you want to blend, we just kind of want to blend them so they look more even, more like cohesive. So they're not two separate shades. They're kind of all just blending in together. Yeah, again, just packing on that shimmer shade. I do a lot of this. I go backwards and forwards between things, and I kind of wanted to show you in this part that I do that. Obviously, you take a little bit more colour if you need to and stuff like that. It's all very dependent on what you think you need for your look. And then I take a tiny bit of this brown and just go back in to that lash line again, just because I wanted it a little bit darker. Then I take the fluffy brush that we used to begin with and just buff this out a little bit. And then that fluffy brush again. So this is more tapered, so it's got less bristles and stuff. I really love this brush. It's from Crown Brush. I take lashes and mascara. So these are the Ardell Naked Lashes in 421 and then the Sky High Mascara in Waterproof from Maybelline. So lashes are on and mascara's just on the top lashes, by the way. Then we're going to go into the Tathca. This is the Silk Canvas. So I just take a little bit on the spatula thing that you get with it and just pop this all over the face. Kind of just smear this on a little bit. And then I take my Spectrum and KJ Hughes brush And we're just obviously buffing this into the skin, just blending it in. And I take the Hourglass foundation stick in Porcelain. I love this foundation stick. I feel like it makes my skin look really good, really flawless. So I literally just apply this all over. Obviously, if you feel more comfortable, you can take a little bit on the back of your hand and pick it up with a brush, or you can go straight on with the brush with the stick. It's completely up to you. But this is the way I just prefer it. And then I just buff this out with the brush. So this is the Love Cosmetics, Love is a foundation brush. And we're just pushing that into the skin. So we kind of buff and push and smooth as we go along, depending on where we sort of need it. Then I go in with the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Corrector in Cherry Blossom. I do wait from anywhere about 2 to 5 minutes just to let it air dry a little bit before I blend it out. Obviously, I do cut that off on camera. So I do take the Hourglass concealer brush just to blend this out. You don't really need a lot of this. I feel like I went in a little bit too heavy. Probably 2 dots was enough. And then I take the Cover FX Power Play Concealer. So unfortunately, this is discontinued and Cover FX are just no longer in business now either. So yeah, something similar that I found that I've really liked is the House Labs one. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of this. It's truly beautiful. So you can sort of see where I'm applying it all over the face. Obviously, depending on your shape of your face and when you like things and when you want things highlighted, obviously it very depends on how you will do this. So yeah, again, I do wait for this to dry, sort of 2 to 5 minutes. Then yeah, obviously just take the same concealer brush and then just blend this all out. I kind of do the outer corner to like almost lift the face a little bit. I find that gives it quite a good lifted look. And then yeah, again, kind of just patting this in all over. And then I take the McGrath Sublime Under Eye Brightening Powder. So we just put this on the under eyes. So I do take a brush and then I take this little Real Techniques sort of puff and just pat this out. Just so we know it's nice and smooth. And then we can go in with the powder. So you're again kind of doing like taps and then a bit of brushing motion. Then I take the Westman Atelier contour stick in Biscuit. So I kind of just take this on the hollows of my cheeks and then the temple. This is where I can sort of see the shadow of my face, and that's where I feel like it leads the most lift for me. And then I pat this out with a crown brush. I think this is a C436 potentially. And I kind of pat it out in the same area if I can. And then if I do, I don't try to drag it down. I try to lift it up. Because if we drag it down, then we're going to drag our face down as well. And then going in with the Nudestix, not Nudestix. I think it's like called Nudie Colour. So this is in Bondi Bay. So I do take this on the brush. I used to take it on my face, but I just find that it's a little bit too heavy. And we're kind of just patting this in just above where the contour sort of sits. And then we add a little bit to the forehead as well, just adding warmth all around the face. And then we add the Hourglass bronzer. And just taking that where we put the cream bronzer. Did I say cream bronzer for the last one, or did I say cream contour? The Nudestix one, or Nudestix is the bronzer, by the way, just in case. So we're just taking that literally where we put the cream bronzer. And then I go into the Rose Ink cream highlighter. So just taking that on my finger And I'm going to pat that onto the tops of my cheeks. And then I take a small brush and we're going to take a little bit down the nose. Obviously, yet again, depending on your nose shape, depending on how you want to highlight and stuff. And then we take a little bit on the inner corners as well. And then I take the Melt Cosmetics highlighter. And we're just going to take, this is also a crown brush, and we're just popping that on top of the cream. So I just do the cheeks and the inner corners. I don't take it down the nose. I know it's not natural, but I feel like the nose looks more natural with just cream. Then I go into the Patrick Tart Blush Duo. So his recommendation is powder first, then cream. I don't know if this works with every blush, but obviously just for the Patrick Tart one, this is how he sort of recommends it. Obviously, in reality, I would do cream, then powder, but yeah, just in case. But yeah, we're just taking that sort of around the cheek area, trying to blend it in with our contour and our highlighter, so it all, like, again, cohesive. And then I mix these two shades and we just pop this on the lower lash line. So just backwards and forwards motions, and we're kind of dragging it out to where our eyeshadow finishes, and then kind of buffing that in so it looks like one rounded eye. Yet again, doing some more blending work here. And then I take the Charlotte Tilbury eye pencil. I think this is an eye cheat. It's like this creamy white. It's honestly so gorgeous. Yeah, just popping it on the lower lash line. And then I take mascara, but you're literally going to see none of this. You're just going to see the top of my head. Then I take the Huda Beauty Easy Bake powder, and I just sort of tip this onto the brush, pat it out, and then go all over the face. I try to avoid the highlighter area, just because obviously we don't want to mattify it too much. Then I go in with MAC Fix Plus and we just spritz this all over and have a little fan dry. Then I take the Urban Decay All Nighter Pollution Protection Setting Spray and we just spritz this over the face. And then fan this off as well. Obviously you don't have to use a fan, you can just wait for it to dry. Completely optional. Then for lips, we take the Charlotte Tilbury, I can't remember the shade name of this, but everything is always in the bottom bar. And we, first of all, just literally draw the outline of our lips here. So with my Cupid's bow, I do kind of try to round it off the best that I can, but I don't like to go too over my lip line. So yeah, and then obviously we move on to the bottom, just filling that in yet again. And then as you see here, I kind of fill in the outer corner of the bottom lip. So I do that both sides and I do that to the top of the lip as well. And then here you can sort of see I'm trying to round it out and just perfect it a little bit more. And just filling in those corners. And then I take the Charlotte Tilbury lipstick and I pop this just all over the lips. Obviously, you can kind of keep it within where the gap is, or you can sort of blend it around the lip line. It's completely up to you and what you prefer. And then I go in with the Patrick Tart lip gloss and we literally just apply this to the lips. And that is the finished look. Okay, so this is the completed look. Obviously dependent on your style and how you like things. Obviously you can go smaller with the lashes, you can go for a matte lip. It's all very dependent. This look still looks very pretty with no lashes. I'm just very much a lash girly and I feel like it really amplifies a look. I feel like I look bald without lashes. But yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Bye.